Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Good morning, American. It's Friday.
And welcome to it. Thanks for joining us. Big weekend coming up. College football gets down to the nitty-gritty. Conference play begins for many teams this weekend. BYU plays Kansas State, the team that, along with Utah, picked to win the Big 12. So we're going to find out who BYU is this weekend. We're going to find out. And I say they beat Kansas State in Provo. We'll see, but we'll see. Oh, are you being skeptical about that, Jeff Fisher?
That's going to happen.
Really?
I've seen both teams play.
Oh, no.
I've seen both teams play,
And BYU wins.
BYU is in the others receiving votes.
Yeah, I know.
In the top 25.
So they're wrong. I mean, everybody's been wrong about BYU so far. They were supposed to be like 1-2 by now. They're 3-0. So we'll see.
Where's Kansas State?
Kansas State 13th. Yeah. Yeah. Who does Missouri play?
Vanderbilt. SEC. They always give us a hard time. They always give us a hard time. But it's still.
Why is that?
And you can roll your eyes. SEC.
Ooh, SEC.
SEC.
Yeah.
Number one conference.
All right.
In the conference.
And Nebraska plays tonight, right?
They play tonight against Illinois. Yep. Number 24 visiting number 22 in Lincoln. Yep.
It'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be a fun game, actually, yeah. Mm-hmm. Looking forward to it.
A little nervous.
No, you said they were going to be undefeated
I know what
until
I said.
they got.
Can I still be nervous?
Ohio State, I think, in game number 8.
I believe that was the prediction.
I still believe that.
Right?
Can I still be nervous? Have you seen this team for the last 2 decades? I'm a
Yes.
little nervous.
They've looked really good.
I know.
Man.
I know.
Yeah. It helps when you get the number one quarterback in the country. It does help. There's something to that,
when you
to
pair
getting a great quarterback.
Yeah, when you pair that with an excellent defense,
Yeah.
good things can happen.
You know, speaking
Good
of that
things
guy,
happen.
man, he looks so much like Mahomes. I thought it was Mahomes at one
Well,
point.
yeah.
When
Dylan Raiola?
he got that one photo of him getting off the bus and doing the walk. I swear to God, that was Patrick.
I mean,
Mahomes.
that's his idol.
Yeah, I mean, he looks exactly like him. Exactly.
They have a graphic that they keep using where they put them side by side, and you can't tell.
You can't tell the difference. 'Cause
Really?
I thought, yeah. I mean, that one shot of him getting off the bus, I thought, why is Mahomes getting off the Nebraska bus? I mean,
Yeah, that would not make a lot of sense.
it made zero sense. That's why I was questioned it.
It's so fun.
Not a lot of Kansas City Chiefs travel with
Right.
Nebraska.
I mean,
not a lot.
I could maybe understand Texas Tech, his home school, maybe.
Maybe.
Well, I couldn't believe he was kidding. Why is he in Nebraska?
Here you go. Hang on. Here you go.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
This is not easy.
You got a side by side?
Yeah. Good luck.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Figure that out?
Yeah, wow.
I know who's who.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Raiola, Mahomes. Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of fun. I didn't realize they looked that much. Do they play alike? Does
Yes.
he?
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
In fact, he's trained with Mahomes' team. I'm very grateful for that because it's rubbing off on him the way he plays.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very similar.
Nice. And you know what? I mean, Mahomes was good in college, but you didn't think he was going to be this good.
Well, no question.
He could end
Yeah.
up being the greatest NFL quarterback ever. Perhaps.
Ever.
Possible.
Possible.
It's possible. He's already won, what, 3 Super Bowls? 2? Is it 2 or 3?
Maybe it is 3.
Maybe
I think it is
I
3.
think he's won 3, 2 in
Yeah.
a row.
Yeah.
He's won 3,
He's
2
won
in a row.
3.
And they may have even been to 4.
And Brady's got 7.
I mean, they
So-
lost. They may have been to 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have been.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, not too shabby.
not bad at all.
No, not too
for
shabby.
what is he, 27, 28?
If the Chiefs win the Super Bowl this year,
Three-peat.
it'll be the first three-peat
Right.
in NFL history.
Right, which definitely
Which is
puts them in
shocking when you
another
think of the
league.
Patriots and the Steelers
I know.
and the 49ers and Cowboys.
I know. The Packers.
Well,
Their
nobody was
dynasty.
Nobody was thinking of that.
And the Falcons, man. I mean, when
No
you
one
think
was
I
thi-
was.
No one was
I
thinking of
was.
them either.
that's a fact.
Yeah.
Never gonna
Wow,
happen.
a three-peat. That's why people are getting so sick of the Chiefs because they've already won 2 in a row.
Yeah.
And nobody wants them to win.
I
3
wish
in a row,
my-
except Chiefs fans.
I
the
wish
Chiefs,
people
yeah.
would get sick of my team winning.
Yeah, I know.
Give me that, please.
I know.
Well,
it'd
I
be
mean,
nice.
you got half of that. They're sick of the team.
A long way to that well, but we got there. Good one.
All right. So last night, the Oprah Kamala
2 hours
confab got together.
Agonizing.
Jeez. Oh, man. I can't stand Oprah, and I really can't stand Kamala. So that was
The pairing.
Oof.
Oh, come on now.
really, really ugly. But here they are on the border.
Concerns about immigration.
Yeah.
And I'm told that Justin, where are you in the audience? Justin,
Justin Bieber?
in our audience.
Is Justin Bieber?
No, it's not
no,
Justin.
it's
You
not
live in
Justin.
Michigan.
Okay, so he's going to ask a very straightforward question.
He
Okay,
is.
straightforward answer.
Well,
What's
see,
your
of
question?
course,
It's an
every
immigration
answer is
question.
from
For
her.
you is when you become president, what would be your specific steps? Yeah, of course. What would be your specific steps to strengthening the border?
Specific.
So it's a wonderful and important
Pause it for a second. Especially since you've been in office, and that's been your main job for 4 years
Yes.
now. What are you going to do differently?
What more are you going to do?
Yeah. Is there anything you can do to stop the unbelievable flow of illegals and drugs and terrorists into this country that you haven't already done? Why haven't you already done it?
It's so funny because every time I watch that clip
can't.
multiple times, and every time I just want to scream.
Yeah, well, you do, because it's madness.
maddening.
It sure
It is maddening.
Oh,
And
all
that's,
right.
this isn't the only one either, but I mean, we're beginning with this, and it's already maddening.
If you can, just start at the beginning of her answer, because unbelievable.
important question.
Yeah.
You
Answer
know
it.
my background was as a prosecutor, and I was
There we
Not
go.
a middle class kid?
the elected
No,
attorney
she's a
general for 2
prosecutor.
terms
my
of a
bad.
border
Elected
state.
Attorney General. 2
So
terms.
this is not
I
a
got it.
theoretical issue for me. This is something I've actually worked on.
Yeah,
I
for
have
the last 4
prosecuted transnational
years.
criminal organizations
You had one job.
for the trafficking
gosh.
of guns, drugs, and human beings.
Right.
I take very seriously the importance of having a secure border.
Pause it.
And
Why are
ensuring-
we talking about when you were Attorney General? Why don't we talk about the fact that you are currently the Vice President of the United States of
Thank
America,
you.
tasked with overseeing the border? Huh. Why don't we discuss that? I'll tell you why. Because millions, tens of millions, have come across that border on your watch. And what are you going to say about that? Well, I have allowed the border to disintegrate to the point where we don't have one. But I'm going to stop that in my next term. What are you going to say?
Right.
What are you going to? You got to go back to your, because nobody knows what happened in California under the Attorney General,
2
who has
terms.
virtually nothing to do with securing the border.
She prosecuted.
Prosecuted. Yeah.
Jeffries made this very clear.
Yeah. Thank you,
So
Jeffrey,
did
for
she.
making that clear. And so did she.
You know,
You're
this
right.
poor guy.
2 terms.
He's standing there. He asks the question.
Elected.
And he just has to stand there for 3.5 minutes.
know.
I would be
Listen
like,
to her
can I
ramble.
sit down?
I was
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
hold- 1 second. Answer the question.
Why are we going back to Attorney General status?
Thank you. Oh my God.
Talk about vice presidential status.
I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think we kind of got off the hook here because she didn't go all the way back to her middle class upbringing. We
Yeah.
could have gone back even further.
Well, that's true.
With this answer,
That is true. All right, let's see the rest if we can
and
stand
ensuring
it.
the safety of the American people.
Yeah, and have you done that? No.
Sadly,
Sadly.
where we are now
Yeah.
can be traced most recently
Oh, here we
back
go.
to
You!
the fact that
You!
when the United States Congress, members of the Congress, including some of the most conservative Republicans,
It can be
came
traced.
up with a border
to
security
you!
bill. And here's what that border security bill would have done. It would have put 1,500 more border agents
I can't.
at the border.
I don't think I
Let me
can
tell you,
make
those
it.
border agents are working around the clock.
Okay, but
it would
again-
have just been about giving them some support and relief, which is probably why the border agents actually
And why was the
endorsed
border
bill.
left wide open, Puddin'?
It would
Because
have
of
allowed us to stem the flow of fentanyl. And I'm looking at people from all over the
can't.
country here.
I can't with her.
Oh
I can't.
my gosh.
I just can't.
This seriously goes on for
Oh my
3.5
gosh.
minutes.
3.5 minutes of this garbage.
Holy crap.
Garbage.
So wait, why is there a problem at the border?
Because of you! It's unreal. It's unreal.
It sucks.
She
man.
sits there and insults our intelligence, spits in our face for 3.5 minutes on this answer. How can you stand it? If you're a Democrat, how do you listen to that and say, yeah, that makes a lot of sense?
That's our candidate.
Yeah, that's the person I'm going to vote for to continue the border policies that she has brought forward for the last 3.5 years. It's 3 years and 9 months now. 3 years and 9 months. Okay? It's beyond 3.5 years. We're virtually her entire term in office. And this is what we have to show for it.
I heard
it's a disaster, and everybody knows it.
I don't know if we have it, and I don't have the sheet, but there was an interview with a union member that was asked about voting. It wasn't the UAW.
The guy at the beach?
The steam fitters union guy.
Oh no.
Oh, because he was talking about
the steam fitters union.
Steam fitters union in New York. Yeah.
I love the steam fitters.
Okay.
How do you?
I'm an honorary member
Okay,
of the steam fitters
I wasn't
union.
aware of
Hold
that.
on a second.
Okay.
I go way back with them.
Wait, where are we fitting steam, and what are we fitting it with?
Don't worry about what they're doing. Okay, they're a union member.
Don't worry about where the steam fitters are fitting their steam.
I'm looking up what the hell a steam fitter
But he was pissed. Never mind.
He doesn't care anymore. He's like,
I honestly don't care. I just know
What was he pissed? He was pissed at her?
Kamala, yeah.
Thank you.
He was
Good.
pissed at Kamala.
okay,
yeah.
so steam fitters, Pat, are highly skilled workers who are responsible for every aspect of the installation and maintenance of piping systems in residential, commercial, and industrial projects. There you go. So
Okay, there you go. There you
Again,
go.
though, don't
what's the
worry
difference
about what they're doing.
You don't have to tell me that because I'm an honorary member.
But what's
of
the
steam
difference
fitters
between a
union.
steam fitter? I need to know this now. Steam fitter and pipe fitter. What's the difference? Here we go. Yeah, why don't you explain this to us? There,
I'm so sick of people asking me questions.
Jeffy's just disgusted with you now, Keith.
Okay, well, it's not the first
he's
time.
just disgusted.
All right, well, we learned something.
Yeah, we did.
Do you have more with
Yeah,
Kamala
sure
or?
So why
got
was
off
he?
of Oprah?
Why was he pissed?
No, he was just
Yeah, why was-
immigration.
Okay.
I mean, he didn't even talk
Okay,
about
good.
unions or anything. He talked about
Wow.
immigration and the safety of his old neighborhood where his daughter still lives, where he grew up, because they're dropping all these immigrants off.
Wow.
He was really angry
in New York
about
City.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was the Teamsters?
Yeah.
What was that vote gonna be, or what was it? You know, this is why they didn't.
It was over
endorse.
60%, right?
Yeah, 60% for Trump over Kamala.
And he had said that before. Remember that interview he gave? I don't know, a couple months
Yeah,
ago.
he warned
a couple
them
months
what was
ago. where
coming.
he said, we may back. I think that was for Biden.
Yeah.
We may back Biden, but a lot of our union members are not going to be doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a couple months ago.
And then we have a clip coming up that we can get to later. Pat and I talked about this off the air yesterday about how the internal polling for the Kamala Harris camp, according to a source of mine, says, boy, they are not looking good among her support among blacks. Well, now J.D. Vance is saying the same thing as well, which is a great clip that we'll play.
I have a story that she is polling worse than any Democrat in history with blacks and Hispanics.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's a real shame.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Now, are white people going to carry her through? Geez, I hope not. But Ryan Gudersky, he's the CNN analyst, right? He was on a panel with Van Jones. And Van Jones admitted that the Democrats had bad ideas in 2020. Well, Gudersky looked at Jones directly and blamed the Black Lives Matter movement and its emphasis on equity. Then he went after Kamala. This is on CNN. Wow. He said, at 60 years old, which is about what she is, she had a transformational life experience, apparently, where in 1,000 days she has changed from a Bernie Sanders Democrat to a pro-choice Bush Democrat. She has abandoned almost every position, not just on fracking. She was gung-ho for multi-trillion-dollar policies, never mentions them now. She's completely against it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great stuff. Obviously, the transgender illegal aliens in prison, which she did sit there and say that she was for. She was against ICE. She was for open borders, defund the police. And then he called her the worst polling Democrat against Donald Trump in history on national polls.
Real shame.
Yeah, isn't it, though?
She even went out, we may have it, but she went off on, mentioned owning a gun last night.
Yeah. So
yeah, we've got that.
You want to get back to Kamala? You want to do the JD Vance? Okay, let's do Kamala with the guns. Okay.
I'm a gun owner. Tim Walz is a gun.
I did not know that.
I did not know. If somebody breaks in my house, they're getting shot.
Yes. I hear that.
Probably should not have said that. But my staff will deal with that later.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that I would shoot an intruder in my home.
Why?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Boy, you couple that with that clip we had yesterday, Pat, from her in California, as that prosecutor,
right.
Jeffy reminds us about.
Yeah.
You couple it
She's
that.
a two-term elected
right.
Attorney General.
We heard. Yeah. So I should honestly, let's play that again, because remember what she just said. Look, if you break into my home, I'm going to shoot an intruder. Good, you should.
Yeah.
And then of course Oprah's upset that she owns a gun.
But
I'm a gun owner. Tim Walz is a gun.
I did not know that.
If somebody breaks in my house, they're getting shot.
Yes. I hear that.
Probably should not have said that.
But
my staff will deal with that later. Among everybody in the community, and just because you legally possess a gun in the sanctity of your locked home doesn't mean that we're not going to walk into that home and check to see if you're being responsible and safe in the way you conduct your affairs.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Okay, well, what if that intruder's just entering the sanctity of her home to make sure she's being responsible and safe? I mean, it's okay for her. Why is it not okay for the intruder? He's just an American like you.
Right.
I mean, you can't. These people suck in every way imaginable.
Oh, she's just the worst. She has to be the worst candidate of all time. Well, okay, Biden was pretty bad. He was pretty bad. With dementia, pretty bad candidate.
Sprinkled in with the evil with dementia.
It's pretty bad. All right. Let me tell you about Beam Organics. How would you describe your relationship with sleep right now? Do you struggle to fall asleep and stay asleep?
I do sometimes.
Thanks
for asking.
Me too. It does happen. Maybe your sleep quality is affecting your day-to-day life. If you've tried other sleep supplements and nothing has worked for you, I got something that might change your nights for the better. 3 words: Beam's Dream Powder. This science-backed, healthy hot cocoa has completely transformed how people sleep. After dealing with restless nights and waking up groggy, Dream Powder will make all the difference for you. Dream Powder is guilt-free with flavors like sea salt caramel and cinnamon cocoa. It's delicious. It's only 15 calories per serving. Unlike other sleep aids, Dream won't cause next-day grogginess. It's an all-natural blend of reishi, magnesium, and theanine, and a bunch of other ingredients that I can't pronounce, except for melatonin. I do know how to pronounce melatonin. To help you fall asleep, stay asleep, and wake up refreshed. Right now, my listeners get a special deal on Beam's Dream Powder. You get up to 40% off for a limited time by going to shopbeam.com/Pat Gray. Use the promo code Pat at checkout. That's shop, BEAM, Beam, shopbeam.com/Pat Gray for up to 40% off.
Pat Gray is unleashed.
So
we really only pulled one more.
Yeah,
because
I can't take it. I just can't take it. So let's just get to her the closing remarks between Oprah and Kamala.
Make your pitch
night.
To be the president, Kamala.
Yeah, here it is.
We love our country. I love our country. I know we all do. That's why everybody's here right now. We love our country. We take pride in the privilege of being American. And this is a moment where we can and must come together as Americans, understanding we have so much more in common than what separates us. Let's come together.
I wish that were true.
With
the character that we are so proud of about who we are, which is we are an optimistic people. We are an optimistic people.
I'm optimistic I'm going to get another drink when I leave the stage.
By character, are people who have dreams and ambitions and aspirations. We believe in what is possible. We believe in what can be. And
unburdened by, wait, pause
close,
for a second.
man.
Are we not going to do the unburdened by what has been? Wow. That's
every
weird.
time she starts heading down that road, she catches herself because it's been beaten into her not to do it.
Boy, that Xanax sure does slow her down, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
So
Xanax and a little vodka, you're good.
We just believe in what can be now. We're not unburdened, I guess, by what has been.
Madam Vice President, you've lost the Pat Gray vote because you left it hanging on the unburdened line.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
right.
Maybe we're cured of that.
Maybe.
We're cured.
Maybe.
Shock
right.
treatment.
Right. We don't have to worry about what has been.
Yeah.
I want to be unburdened by her
Moving
November
forward.
5th.
All right. Let's let her finish here.
Possible. We believe in what can be. And we believe in fighting for that.
Holy crap.
That's how we came into being. Because the people before us understood that one of the greatest expressions for the love of our country, one of the greatest expressions of patriotism is to fight for the ideals of who we are, which includes freedom to make decisions about your own body, freedom to be safe from gun violence, freedom to have access to the ballot box, freedom to be who you
Oprah's
are
like,
and just
do we have to
be, to
go?
love who you love openly and with pride, freedom to just be.
Freedom to be. Wow, that's beautiful.
And that's
beautiful.
who we are. We believe in all that. And so this is a moment where we stand knowing what we are fighting for. We're not fighting against.
Oh, my gosh.
Sweet Lord.
It's what we're fighting for.
So much suck.
Thank you. Thank you. Madam Vice President.
So beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Wow. Thank you for saying that. It's like the Al Gore poem moment.
Right. Right. Thanks for asking.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that.
Oh, thanks for asking.
So bad.
She makes me want to vomit.
Oh, that's just so bad.
I swear.
Oof.
This election.
Yeah, please.
Good Lord.
If America is snowed by this garbage,
I know.
I mean, that was just 2 minutes of garbage.
Nothing. Every one of her answers are nothing.
Yeah.
They're nothing. There's nothing.
She hasn't explained a single policy. Every time you ask her to explain a single policy, she goes back to, I'm a middle-class person or I'm a former prosecutor. That's all you've got?
Yeah. She was asked about how she was going to specifically, lower prices, and her answer is just like,
well, she's a middle-class person.
Yeah, we got to lower prices.
Yeah,
we know.
How do you lower prices?
How are you going to do that?
How are you going to do that? You're going to do it through price controls? Because that's going to kill our economy. It will kill the economy. It'll shut down supply and demand. It will kill the free market system. So good luck with that. Good luck.
You talked about how, congratulations to the Democrats for having Kamala as your nominee. I just remembered we have this clip of from yesterday of Nancy Pelosi completely changing history. When Nancy Pelosi said this, it's clip 17. All I could hear was Pat saying, I am not here. Holy crap. She's changing history in real time, Nancy Pelosi, on the Democrat primary process.
You had reportedly said you wanted a sort of an open primary if Joe Biden stepped down. Did you change your mind because you saw all the excitement around Kamala Harris?
No, I didn't change my mind. We had an open primary and she won it. Nobody else won in the race.
Wait.
Because she was politically astute.
No.
Wait, what?
Wow.
It's this lie.
Oh, my gosh. No, I didn't change my mind. We had an open primary and she won. Wait, how did I miss that?
And the people in the audience are like, wait, did you vote?
Wait.
I don't remember voting.
There was there was that Zoom vote between all you dingleberries. That was it, right?
Is that what we're doing?
That's what we're doing. Yeah.
Okay.
Gosh.
Holy crap.
That's unbelievable.
Sure is.
How do you not challenge her on that? How do you not follow up and say, excuse me, no, there was no open primary. And it was because you shut it off to everybody else immediately. The people didn't vote on that. You had no open system there. You didn't go to a convention and open up the convention to other candidates. You didn't do that. You didn't do anything. You got on a Zoom call and you decided it's going to be Kamala. Everybody else, back off.
You on board? Yeah. You're on board, right? Okay, yes.
And Nancy Pelosi looks at the audience at the end of that BS. Like, right? What's this question? Right? I mean, we did this that way I said. Oh,
no.
Gosh, I can't.
Oh, I know. Jeez.
It just hurts in my head.
I mean, you talk about how she's polling so badly with African Americans. I sent this in. I don't know if they have it yet, ready to go. But she was with the National Association of Black Journalists, and she could not get out of there fast enough. Obviously, she answered her questions the same way that she always answers them. You know what I mean? But when the footage of her leaving, which if we don't have it now, we'll get to it, is incredible because she can't get out of there fast enough. She looks very unhappy, and the reporters are like, I don't know what that was. When they just,
we'll look for that.
It was unbelievable.
Do you want to see the J.D. Vance talking about the internal polls on both the right and the left while we look for this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Clip 11.
You know how this works, but I'll sort of give some insight into this for your viewers and your listeners. Okay, so I have said publicly, I've been attacked by this from the left. I've said, look, Kamala's own internal polls are not very good right now. And of course, the lefties say, well, J.D. Vance is the VP candidate for Republicans. Nobody in Kamala Harris's campaign is talking to him. And that's right, by the way. Kamala Harris's campaign is not talking to me. But they are talking to journalists. Yeah. And then those journalists want insights into what's going on with the Republican ticket. They want to see our internal numbers. Yeah. And look, the journalists are telling me that Kamala Harris doesn't like her numbers. The journalists are telling me our campaign does like their numbers. There's a consistency of story here.
Journalists act as kind of like it's an information.
They're like the intelligence operatives, right? Like
totally true. And in fact, some of them are working for intelligence operatives.
Journalists are to electoral politics what like the CIA is to international relations.
People think, just like in polling, they think, polls are designed to measure what people think. Journalists are designed to report what happened. No. Journalists are players in the political system.
Yes.
And they do not disclose that to their readers, and you see it up close. But it's interesting. They play the role of kind of like covert diplomats between the campaigns.
Yes, they do. Yeah, and I'll tell you, I mean, in 2016, what the journalists were telling you was Hillary Clinton's campaign is confident, but then some of them, like Bill Clinton, were very not confident. Yeah. And in 2020, they were saying nobody really knows what's going on. And in 2024, they're saying Kamala Harris is feeling a little bit rough about her chances. Yes. The Trump people are feeling good about their chances. Look, I think we're in a good spot, but you can't take this stuff for granted, right? And by the way, I think this goes in both ways, right? If you take two rows of a picture, you can get demotivated. If you take too pessimistic of a picture, you can get demotivated. Excuse me, we still have to do our job. We have to go out there, persuade voters. We have to go out there and knock on doors. If you're watching this and you want to get involved in the campaign, like go and do it. Go to DonaldJTrump.com, volunteer, become a door knocker, because we actually can win this race. I think we will win this race, but not if we sit on our asses and don't get out there and work for it.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Jeffrey,
really important.
I know that you want Donald Trump to win, just like everybody else here. You don't need to go door knocking. I don't know that that's going to help the cause much. You knock on the door, you open up, and I was like, "Hey, vote for Donald Trump."
I was just logging in to Donald
Were
J.
you doing
Trump.
that?
Yeah.
Because I thought, become a door knocker.
We're trying to get people to support
Nothing I want
the
to
cause.
do more than be a door knocker.
Just saying. Let's just stay at home, Jeffy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Really? Was that easy to convince you? Because I know you had your heart set on
it.
I did. Knocking on doors.
Do I get a special pin?
Come to think of it, why don't you knock on doors telling people to vote for Kamala? That might actually help more.
Right?
Hey, look
I
on the
saw
screen.
Jane Fonda out in Detroit hawking for Kamala, too. That was agonizing.
Oh, gosh.
It was terrible.
Yeah, but look on the screen. They're bringing Trumpy Bear back. So that's
there you go.
Then everything's fine.
Yes!
Oh, man, I could carry
Trumpy
one
Bear
of those.
or Trumpy
I could carry
Trout?
one of those around as I door knock.
I'm going to make a poll. The bear or the trout?
Oh, yeah.
All right. We're going to check in with the Fat Five coming up here.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
888-900-3393. Pat Unleashed on Twitter. As we check in with Jeffy now with the Fat Five.
I was under the impression that we do have the Kamala at the I'm trying to remember the name of the conference she was
thing,
at,
right?
the National Association of Black Journalists, the NABJ. And she could not get out of there fast enough. And the reporters were like, whoa, what was that all about? It was really weird.
Yeah.
Look at that face.
See ya. Bye-bye.
I'm out of here. And
Okay.
then the reporters are like, what the heck was going on? What is going on with that?
Did they think she was going to?
I don't know.
Stand around and glad hand with him for a while?
I don't know, but I don't think the question and answer session went well at all. Either, because she was, of course.
Wait, hold on. Oh, that's where they asked her that tough question about joy.
Yeah. That was.
Oh. Yeah. See, you can't be expected to hang around after they hit you with stuff like that.
Yeah, she was pissed.
We've got another one where she seemed kind of, I don't know, drunk during part of the question and answer period.
Which should be more specific.
So we'll get into that a little later.
A lot of them. Okay, so dry your eyes because unspecified issues have arisen. REO Speedwagon has called off performance dates past 2024. They're not going to tour anymore. The statement cited that the involvement of founding member Neil Doughty retired last year, but due to this complex situation, irreconcilable differences arose between Bruce and Kevin, and so it's with great sadness that they announced they're going to cease touring in January of 2025. Now that picture is 10 years old, so they're a little bit older now.
Oh, wow. Wow.
In fact,
they look plenty old there.
Cronin is going to be 73 this year, and he's in the hospital.
Okay.
He didn't even talk about the band breaking up. His last post a few days before they decided that the band was going to stop their touring, he said that he was in the hospital tethered to various beeping machines. I've had plenty of free time this past week to appreciate the love in the eyes of my wife and kids, and they have gathered around me here every single day. I have so much more life to give and have re-examined what I want to do with the rest of my time here and who I want to be surrounded by while I do it. That really doesn't sound good.
No, that doesn't. What's wrong with him?
I don't know. Nobody knows.
Kevin Cronin's doing poorly, apparently.
Yeah. And then the band broke up. Now, you still have time. The show on the 28th of this month was just canceled, but there's still 18 shows left in the year that haven't been canceled. Haven't been canceled yet.
Okay, good.
So until then, I guess we'll just be riding the storm out.
Good morning, everybody. Beautiful day in the morning. Time for a morning show this morning. Good morning.
Thank you. Woo.
Performed on stage with REO Speedwagon.
Back in the day. I love REO, man. I've seen them live a couple times. They were awesome. Yeah.
We got to actually do the Keep on Rolling.
Oh, yeah. This is the time where they had their mics off.
Or turned down very low. But by awesome. My morning show team got a chance to get on stage with him and do Keep on
That's awesome,
Rolling.
Though.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
I found this hard to believe, but I guess it's real. Your girl, Michelle Obama, is out hawking a new drink.
Draw the line.
I get that. Not my girl. Line. Okay. First of all, not a girl. All right. Big Mike, not a girl. And certainly not mine.
I'm sorry, your boy. Your boy.
Not my boy. Not anything of mine.
Hawking a new drink. The former first person is the co-founder of a strategic partner of Plessy Nutrition. On the brand's website, it says she's steering the company towards being leaders in making food and beverage brands healthy. So a Plessy Fizz comes in 3 flavors. Lemon lime squeeze, cherry lemonade, and strawberry lemonade. She was spotted at a Costco in Livermore, California, just outside of San Francisco, hawking her new drink. There were posts on social media saying, "I'm in tears that Michelle is at my Costco. Please, Michelle, come to a Texas Costco." Come to a Texas Costco.
Oh, no.
That's not going to happen, but the Plessy drinks contain no added sugar. Juice content is almost exclusively from concentrate, which... so the drinks also contain plant-based sweeteners, stevia leaf extract, which is believed to be healthier than alternative sugar. A case of Plezi.
Believed to be. In other words, we have no idea.
We don't know what we're talking about.
No idea.
You can get a case at Costco for $13.79, 18 cans.
Oh, wow.
That's not bad. Now, they posted this 25-second commercial with Kristen Bell in it. And man, I can't wait to see these commercials airing during football games because it is so good.
And it goes a little something.
25-second commercial.
Like this.
Kristen Bell.
And it,
all right.
It
this way
goes a little something.
I guess we don't have it.
Is it on the list?
It's really good.
Which clip is it?
It's really good. I don't have the list of the clips
you don't
today.
Have a list.
So.
You don't have a list.
Really?
Yeah.
What was it you were looking for?
It's the
Kristen Bell?
Michelle Obama, Miss Kristen Bell, Plezi 25-second commercial.
No, not on here. So,
well, guys, you're going to see it soon during some football games. I guarantee it because it's just that good.
All right.
I think my favorite TV news story this week is that the late night TV shows, once a cash cow for the networks, these shows are now undergoing what is being called significant budget cuts. Jimmy Fallon's Tonight Show cutting to 4 nights a week. Four nights a week. Monday through Thursday.
Yeah.
Friday's going to be a repeat.
The other ones have already done that.
Seth Meyers lost his house band. Who knew Seth had a house band? But he had a house band. They're
Who
gone.
knew he had a show?
They axed James Corden. I'm sorry, he quit. The Late Late Show. And Stephen Colbert has lost 32% of his audience in 5 years.
Good.
That's not fast enough for that show.
No. And Kimmel should be over as well. I mean, Kimmel sucks.
The story talked about how the hosts are moonlighting at award shows and corporate events, and some are venturing into haunted houses, which is a slam on Fallon because he's got his Rockefeller Center haunted house thing going on. And the story ends with, "It's not time to cue the sad trombone yet." Maybe it is. Yeah, maybe it is. Today's Chewing the Fat 5 segment brought to you by Kexi Cookies. No sad trombone here. Simply the best cookies on the planet. Kexi.com. KEKSI.com.
Nice spelling job there. That was really good.
Did you stay up late practicing how to spell that?
No, or did I spell it wrong? Or
no.
Okay.
I just said
possible
that was a good job.
Happened.
What do you want?
It's complimenting.
What do you want from me?
Thank you. In some space and science news, Tesla and SpaceX founder Elon Musk recently announced that the second human has received a Neuralink cybernetic implant. The founder of the brain company Neuralink Corporation spoke about the second successful implementation during a interview with computer scientist Lex Friedman. He said, "I don't want to jinx it, but it seems to have gone extremely well with the second implant. There's a lot of signal, a lot of electrodes. It's working very well." And that was a little over a month ago. The first patient only has about 15% of the electrode-bearing threads implanted in the brain that are working right now. 85% have either, they've shut them down. Because they disconnected. So
why?
They just weren't working, or they disconnected. They
on
weren't
the second
working,
guy?
Right? On the first guy.
Yeah.
On the first guy.
Okay.
And so a lot of those signals that have been displaced, they just shut them down. So then we I know, but I mean, he's still happy. He's still happy though.
Yeah.
I mean, 15% is better than the 0% he had before.
Right.
The Elon Musk's Neuralink, same company, has been given a breakthrough device designation from the FDA for the blind sight device, which will enable those who have lost both eyes and their optic nerve to see, provided the visual cortex. Provided the visual cortex is intact, it will even enable those who have been blind from birth to see for the first time.
Oh my gosh.
He wrote on X, "To set expectations correctly, the vision will be low resolution like Atari graphics, but eventually it has the potential to be greater than natural vision and enable you to see infrared, ultraviolet, or even radar wavelengths."
I'm not sure I'd want to. I just want to see normal stuff.
Just let me see. Yeah. I just want to I want to see what's on
I want to see like everybody else
I want
does.
to see the food I'm going to eat. I'm good with that.
Right. I want to see my wife, my kids.
Oh,
that would be
food. We're good with the food. Let's stop with the food.
That's beautiful, Jeff.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That's beautiful.
Researchers from Delft University Technology in the Netherlands, and I love them.
Me too.
Yeah, they have been able to initiate a controlled movement in the very heart of an atom. They cause the atomic nucleus to interact with one of the electrons in the outermost shells of the atom. This electron could be manipulated and read out through the needle of a scanning tunneling microscope, which I've been trying to tell them to do for years. They finally published it in Nature Communications. It offers prospects of storing quantum information inside the nucleus where it's safe from external disturbances. I mean, I don't want to get into it anymore because you're not going to understand it. You're not going to understand it, but
yeah, don't talk down to us.
I mean,
don't do it.
Okay,
because it's just.
I can talk about how the nucleus of the atom floats inside. And, it's not going to.
Yeah, that's not going to register with us. We're just too stupid.
Talk about the efficient shielding from the environment that makes the nuclear spin a viable candidate.
He already told you.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We're good.
Yeah.
I just wanted to let you know how it works. Please subscribe to my daily show, Chewing the Fat, available wherever you get your podcast, Chewing the Fat with Jeff Fisher. I may have to give this a try, actually, and thankfully I will be able to see it. Be on the lookout for Stouffer's trying to take on Kraft's Blue Box mac and cheese by getting outside the freezer. The Nestle's brand obviously spent the last 70 years making frozen entrees, pizzas, lasagnas, macaroni and cheese. However,
Stouffer Supreme.
Yes, the Stouffer Supreme is going to be hitting the shelves of the box mac and cheese. The average American.
That looks good.
Consumer, I know it sure does.
I love me some mac and cheese.
Me too. And so the average American, according to this report from Nestle's or Stouffer's, 22 times a year. You eat mac and cheese 22 times a year.
No way do I eat it 22
again, that puts me above average. Really? You don't eat it 22 times a year?
No.
Oh, man.
I'd like to, but I don't.
Trailing only pizza in its frequency. Out of those 22 occasions, mac and cheese comes from a box about 70% of the time. So stable, shelf-stable mac and cheese is a $2.9 billion category.
Wow.
Dominated by Kraft, obviously. Wow. And Stouffer's is like, we're going to go ahead get involved in that. we want a little bit of that.
Yeah,
we want a little bit.
We want some of that
Just
jelly.
slide some of that Kraft boxes over because we're moving some Stouffer's in there. Okay,
right.
That's
smart.
Yeah, that's real smart.
And you know what's really good is is it Kraft that makes the Velveeta mac and cheese?
Yeah, that's still Kraft, but then they have the deluxe. They have the Kraft deluxes.
Velveeta isn't actually cheese.
I'd rather have the deluxe.
But it's good.
I like the deluxe. I think better than the Velveeta.
Do you really?
The Kraft deluxe, but I'm good with the Kraft. Just the regular Kraft mac and cheese.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And the powdery stuff?
Yeah, heck yeah. You got to mix it just right with the butter and the milk first and then the powder stuff and mix it just right. It's awesome. That's good stuff. I mean, I survived on store brand Thrifty made shells and cheddar and mac and cheese for quite some time. When I was working at Winn-Dixie and walking back and forth to work with no car.
As did every single man.
Yeah.
Alive.
And broke.
Yeah.
And those boxes, and those, I was happy that several boxes would get dented while we were stocking the shelves, and then I would get them at a discount price. And,
really?
And,
like free? Was that the discount price?
It was not free.
No.
How
okay.
dare you?
All right.
No, you don't.
Sorry.
Don't be.
I apologize.
Are you accusing me of something?
No.
I paid for the product.
Of course
you
did. Of course you did.
Okay.
At a lower rate because it was damaged goods. You don't necessarily know how it got damaged.
That's correct.
Right?
That's correct.
Right.
It gets shipping. It gets damaged shipping.
The opening scene of Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, where you think he's a UPS guy and he's kicking the box down the street. You know what I'm talking about? The Jim Carrey opening scene. It's very hilarious. It's been
a while since
that's what I would imagine Jeff Fisher doing at a grocery store, kicking boxes.
With the mac and
I
cheese.
guess they got damaged somehow. I don't know how.
I don't know what happened
I just
here.
Kicked it down the aisle.
Somebody stepped right on the box.
I personally do not appreciate your accusations. All right. So we already talked football. Let's talk a little Major League Baseball.
All right, let's do.
Shohei Ohtani signed that $700 million contract. Last night, he became the first major league player to record 50 home runs, 50 stolen bases in a single season.
Incredible.
No other player had posted more than 42 homers and 42 steals.
Right, 40-40 used to be the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
now he's just set it at 50-50.
Yes.
Wow.
And it came a part of the game where he was 6 for 6, 3 homers, 2 steals, 10 RBI game. Pretty good game.
Pretty good.
And he's
Pretty
not
good
even
game.
pitching this year. Wait till he starts pitching,
I know.
too.
And they're going to the postseason.
Crazy.
So that means that he's going to be in the postseason, which is what they all wanted.
Wow, that is
so that
nuts.
we had the best player in Major League Baseball in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And now we do, because that win last night clinched them a playoff berth. So that's awesome.
Yeah. Well,
That's awesome.
sadly, Mike Trout never makes it through a baseball season to be considered the best player in baseball. So, because I strongly think it's Mike Trout. If he could
Best
stay
player
healthy,
in baseball? Yeah.
Yeah.
He certainly has
I think
been.
Mike Trout is.
Certainly has been.
Yeah. Plus, he's American. And
wow,
that gives him an edge.
I
right
will
there.
say, at least he speaks English. Doesn't need an interpreter.
Yes, right.
When you have an interpreter,
Nobody's-
sometimes bad things happen.
Nobody steals $4 million from him because he speaks English. Yeah, it is helpful.
It is helpful.
It is helpful. There's no doubt about that.
That was my biggest takeaway from that whole debacle was Shohei, man. How about...
Is the guy in prison? Did we ever find what happened
I don't
to the
know that
interpreter?
he's in jail yet. I don't know that he's in jail yet.
And he stole how much? It was millions, right?
A couple bucks.
I mean, it was...
Joey didn't even know about it.
Millions.
Joey didn't. I would, they obviously have distanced themselves from that, but I'd be hard pressed. I mean, there was a federal investigation. That's just gone away now, too.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
It's just...
Haven't heard
it's over
anything
now.
about it. Yeah, I
so
haven't
that
heard a thing.
leads me to think that perhaps Shohei might have known.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. You need a fall guy when you got a 50-50
Yes, you
guy.
do.
Just
Yes,
saying.
you do.
That's my theory.
I
Anyway,
know.
October 25th is the sentencing date for the interpreter. Could face up to 33 years in prison.
How many?
33.
33.
Wow, it's a couple of bucks from the guy. A couple of bucks from the guy.
It's gotten so you can't even steal 4, 5, 10 million from somebody.
I mean, he made money.
And not go to
He
jail.
made some pretty good bets from time to time. He made some crappy bets other times.
Apparently a few, yeah.
And sure, he went and represented himself as Shohei's guy when he wasn't supposed to. But
sure,
what are you going to do if you're Shohei's
What are you
guy?
gonna do? What are you going to do?
He's busy. He doesn't speak English. I got it.
I
Right.
got it. I don't know, man. That's tough. I think ESPN 30 for 30 needs to be done on this.
Oh,
That would be awesome.
eventually they will. Eventually. More coming up.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Good morning, Americans. It's Friday.
Yay.
Now, I don't know if we need to send out a search party.
Yeah, I don't know.
Good morning, Americans.
Oh, thank you.
It's Friday.
And I'm sure it's going to be played by Pat when he comes into the room. I don't know if... are you okay? Did everything...
lost in
You
the
all
art?
right? Were you attacked
They
or
put up new
mobbed,
walls
or-
out there. He might have gotten turned around.
I was just looking at the art exhibit.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Good stuff.
Got a little waylaid. When did we start coming back at 7? When did that?
We're trying it. It's a new thing.
It's a new thing we started today. Sorry. I forgot to tell you.
So we've already celebrated it being Friday this hour.
Oh.
Not from that machine,
all right.
though.
Okay.
Really?
What?
Okay.
Just saying.
All right.
No, not from that machine.
Wasn't from that
You're right,
machine.
You're right.
All right.
We did it from the other room.
No.
You
Well,
got it.
just so it was done. You're right?
Sure.
So
Sure.
I was what?
We looking at the
15
Bass
seconds
Reeves
late.
paintings out there?
Yeah, really cool. I mean,
There's some incredible stuff.
There's some great artwork
painting
out
of a Star Wars character over there that is just
A little claustrophobic,
phenomenal.
though. If there's going to be a bunch of people here, those
Yeah.
a little claustrophobic in there.
Some of the showings are sold out, but go to the website and check it out. What is the website?
We will
I gotta
retweet
find
that.
Yeah.
Glennbeck.com.
At Pet Unleashed. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Definitely worth it. It's only
It's in the front.
$25.
I know.
$25 a person. So if you're anywhere near the DFW area, definitely worth it.
Oh, no question.
Definitely
no
worth
question.
It.
Yeah,
and
really
the museum
fun.
is closed, but don't worry, the museum is in here too.
Yeah, a lot of the museum stuff is
already in here.
Yeah,
so.
like the Enigma machine is.
Yes.
I mean, a spacesuit. We got an American spacesuit from one of the Apollo flights.
Yeah.
I guess it didn't go to space,
It didn't,
but it was.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, some really cool stuff and amazing art. Amazing paintings from all kinds.
I worked really hard on that
artists.
one right outside the door.
I was going to say,
there.
which one is yours?
That's the one with the buffalo.
Yeah.
Oh, that's yours?
I couldn't quite get the buffalo right, but I tried, man.
Well, the problem is it's not buffalo because America has no buffalo.
Thank you, Pat.
It's a bison.
It's a bison.
Well, that's why I couldn't get it right.
That's why you couldn't
why
get
you
it
can
right.
see right there.
Right. Yeah, you can see that's a bison. That's not a buffalo.
Man.
No wonder.
You are done.
No wonder.
You are done.
So that was the problem. Got some tweets here. Rock and roll G-Mom. I'm going to my first college game tomorrow. The Delaware Blue Hens.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Nice. That'll be fun.
That's Joe Biden's
Yeah.
old school.
He could have been somebody there.
Could have been somebody. Well, yeah.
He needed a black man blocking for him. He could have been an All-American.
Right?
That's what he says.
And then if that damn Roger Staubach hadn't gone to Navy, he could have been a Navy.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Man. I don't know why a wide receiver would be forced out of Navy because they got a great quarterback there. Because. Yeah, just because. Don't even think about it, all right? Just understand.
He was grandpa, right? Phineas was the All-American?
Was it?
Was it Phineas that was All-American?
I don't know,
or was
maybe.
it Phineas that got eaten by the cannibals? I don't remember.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I remember which one got get him confused.
From Comrade Eliza. I can't believe I missed an Oprah Harris interview and I didn't hear anything about or cared to watch. Dang it. Oh, shoot. Darn. Yeah, we all feel that way.
No
we
doubt.
really do. Sons of Thunder 44, I heard Oprah's new book suggestion is The Communist Manifesto.
She just bought her documentary back from Apple Plus, too, which is not ever going to air.
A what?
Really? There was a documentary
Why?
made about Oprah, and Apple had it, and she just bought it back from Apple, and it's going to sit on the shelf.
So she obviously didn't like it.
Guess not.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
That makes me want to see
It
it.
sure does.
Ah.
And maybe that's what she's doing.
Can you
maybe
imagine?
Maybe that's what it is.
The skeletons in the Oprah
my
closet.
gosh.
Can you imagine? Yeah, it's got to be fascinating. I'd love to see it. Sarah the Band. So Kamala can protect herself with a gun, but screw the rest of us.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. She said she'd shoot an intruder.
Oprah, I did not know that. I don't have a gun. All my security staff at every one of my homes do.
Right.
But I don't.
Right. And you shouldn't. You shouldn't. But I'm special. You know, I need protection. You don't. Who'd want to kill you?
Thank you.
Come on. T. Tunko. In Tim Walls, Minnesota, gun owners will be prosecuted for doing what Kamala said she would do to somebody if they broke into her home.
Well, then.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, isn't it, though?
Interesting.
And skip to zip. Kamala would shoot an unwelcome intruder to her home, but stop illegal entry into our country? Yeah, whatever.
And then she backed it off. Then
don't
she
worry
realized.
about
Then she realized what she said in that interview and said, my staff will be answering for that."
Right.
And that,
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
My grandfather, Finnegan from Scranton, would really be proud of me right now.
Oh.
No, I'm not joking. He
Finnegan.
would. By the way, he's an All-American football player, John.
There you go. Okay, so
I mean, is that true though? Have we ever fact checked that?
Yeah, he was.
Finnegan was an All-American.
He was a big time player. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we looked into that.
Is his last name Biden? Is it Finnegan Biden? Because I want to look into that.
I don't think it was.
I don't believe there's a Biden All-American.
And I don't think.
I don't believe it.
I think that he was a top player, and at the time they didn't have All-Americans or something, and he would have been an All-American. I can't remember. There was something.
Maybe.
I can't remember.
That's,
I can't remember.
that's
what it was.
possible. That's possible.
I can't remember what it was now. But I mean, he was there. He actually did play the sport.
But we do know if it weren't for that damn Roger Staubach.
Yeah, we do know that.
He would have been a Navy.
We do know that. Yes, we do.
The Newsweek's
Newsweek
ruling is unverified.
Unverified. That Finnegan was an All-American?
Yes.
Unverified.
It was.
So he could say whatever he wants then.
Yep.
Well,
I mean, if
and does.
Newsweek can't verify it. And does.
So it does.
That's true. Even after they fact check it and prove it wrong, he still says it. So, yeah, you're right. Doesn't matter. All right, let me tell you about something that absolutely does matter, and that's Preborn's work. Preborn is trying to save and are saving hundreds of thousands of babies. And the way they do that is to show an expectant mother who's under tremendous pressure to have an abortion. They show that mother the ultrasound, and that makes such a difference. And they're like 80% more likely to choose life once they see the ultrasound. We all know what the ultrasound does. I mean, it is so fantastic that you show it to everybody at work. You show it to your friends and your relatives, and you probably wear people out with showing them the ultrasound. And then you post it on the fridge, and you break out those pictures later on to show your children. Here's what you look like in the womb. I mean, it's an amazing thing. That's why we're so proud to be affiliated with an organization that's not only working to save these lives, but is also succeeding. We can't shut down all abortions overnight, but we can work together to change the hearts and minds of expectant mothers. And then they also help the expectant mother once they give birth to the baby by providing baby formula and diapers and all the emotional support that the mother needs. It's such great work. To donate and help out, dial pound 250, say the keyword baby. That's pound 250, keyword baby, or go to preborn.com/Pat.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
I know Jeffy mentioned Kexi a few minutes ago, but I forgot to tell you, and I told everybody I'd make sure I mention this. We are sold out on the pumpkin bread.
Wow.
That is sold out. But it's coming back next month. And the other thing is, we're also dropping a limited supply of the coffee cake cookie on Monday.
Nice.
What?
Yeah, the coffee cake will be back Monday.
Yes.
Okay, so don't get pissed that it's not available today, but Monday it will be there. Okay, Kexi.com.
So if I ordered today, tomorrow, and Sunday,
maybe you could. I don't know. I don't know how that works.
I would like to know.
just wait till Monday and shut up.
That's right.
Yes, there you go.
Yes.
Was there a petition and you guys were like, okay,
Probably.
we heard you guys
Yeah, people
complain.
were up in arms over it a little
I was
bit.
one of those. I bet you maybe left like 3 voicemails.
Really? Well, thanks for that, Chris.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
that.
You're welcome.
All right. 888-900-3393. Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Representative Jeffries. Hakeem Jeffries. On Trump and the extreme MAGA Republicans. I'm sure that you're going to find that this is super thought out, really intelligent, and really reasonable. And here it is.
From the very beginning of this Congress, House Democrats have repeatedly made clear that we will find bipartisan common ground with our Republican colleagues on any issue, whenever and wherever possible, in order to make a difference in the lives of the American people.
Well, as long
And throughout
as long
this
as they
Congress,
agree with you, yeah, right.
House Democrats have governed from the minority as if we were in the majority. In order to deliver real results for everyday Americans and to solve problems for hardworking
Pause it for a
American
second.
taxpayers.
That is true because Republicans are so weak.
That's for sure.
It is absolutely a fact that they have governed as if they are the majority, even though they're not. And that's because they run roughshod over the weak-ass Republicans in office right now. What we need to do is demand that they finally take a stand and do the things that they tell us every time. We're going to do this when you elect us. If we just had the majority, why? Okay, well, prove it sometime. Will you please? Will you? All right, let him finish.
Hardworking American taxpayers. Our commitment remains the same. But we need traditional Republicans to break with MAGA extremists and partner with us so we can keep the government open and meet the needs of the American people.
Yeah, shut
What's
up.
the challenge? Donald Trump, has ordered extreme MAGA Republicans in the House to shut the government down.
Has he?
Unless they can jam.
Anybody heard that? I have not heard that from him. He's ordered, first of all, he's in no position to order. Yes, he has influence. Yes, they tend to listen to him on certain issues. But he can't order anybody to do anything. What are you talking about? The guy's a private citizen. It's like me. Pat Gray ordered us to. That it means nothing. It means nothing.
Right. He had posted something about it.
What did he post? Did he tell them not to? Did he tell them to shut down the government? He should, though.
Yeah,
I hope so.
If you had any
Make me
giblets
vote more.
Yeah, if you had any giblets at all, that's what you would do. Shut down the government.
And by the way, it is playing out exactly as Thomas Massey prophesized. That
sure is.
That it would be a shiny thing called the SAVE Act would be attached to the spending bill by Mike Johnson. Then it would get defeated. Mike Johnson would put it back out there without the SAVE Act, which is now what's happening. But that's not why Thomas Massey and several others are voting against it. It's because it's not what we were told. The 12 individual spending bills. Not one big conglomerate, 12 individual departments, 12 budgets. Do what you said you would do.
And they won't. No. They won't. They never do.
No.
Have you found the tweet or truth or whatever he sent out?
Yeah, I was looking for it. I can't find what he had.
But these weak-minded Republicans cave in to the Democrats all the time, and so this extreme MAGA Republican BS, I'm getting so tired of it.
And the 2025, they tie everything into the 2025.
Boy, they want that to stick so bad.
They do.
They do.
They sure do. And despite the fact that, even though I disagree with him on it, he keeps distance. He distanced himself from it from the very beginning, and he continues to do that. I think he should embrace it, but he's not. So how can you possibly attach him to it?
Right. Yeah, it's way past that time now for him to embrace it.
Yeah,
because he's kicked it to the curb. Every time,
multiple times. Yeah, and and he's admitted there's some good things in it. Well,
he hasn't read it, Pat. What are we talking about? He hasn't even read it.
Well, he heard somebody say that. Yeah, there's some good things in it. But yeah, a fascinating situation and an unfortunate one because nobody's got the giblets to stand up to these butt hooks.
Yeah,
That's
it is.
For sure.
There it is.
It's been too long.
Sure. There it is.
Been too long, Pat, since we got a butt hook reference on this show. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I pledge to you right now that in 2025, I will bring the word butt hook to you more often on the show.
Wow.
All right?
Wow.
Make butt hooks great again.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, we used to have them hanging up in the hallway.
That's right.
The butt hooks?
And then they knocked down our wall for no conceivable reason whatsoever.
Because of the butt hooks.
And now I have to look out here at people.
All right, well, now you've got my pledge. Hold me to it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Eden Pure Deals, offering their really popular buy one, get one free deal on Thunderstorm air purifiers. So when you buy one, you get one free. If you buy two, you get two free. If you buy 1,000, you get 1,000 free. It's really a great deal. And these things work so well. They're not complicated. I can even put this thing together. You pull out the plug. You stick it in the outlet, and you turn it on.
I swear, if you ask about filters.
That's awesome.
Isn't it?
That's so simple.
Right. Really simple.
That's so simple.
So simple.
And there's no filter?
No.
Let him do a commercial.
Surprisingly, there is no commercial. There is a commercial. There is no filter.
That's awesome.
Isn't that great?
That's awesome.
I'm glad you're impressed.
I am.
After all this time, we can still impress you.
Actually, I'm more impressed by the buy 1,000, get 1,000 free deal that you told us about.
I mean, that's pretty awesome, right?
BOGO.
Yeah. I'm not sure why, unless you're buying for your entire subdivision, why you would need 1,000. But if you do...
Maybe someone in your house cooks fish every day.
That's possible. It is possible. Take advantage of the BOGO sale. Visit EdenPureDeals.com. Use the promo code PATBOGO, Pat B-O-G-O. That's EdenPureDeals.com. Discount code PATBOGO.
You're listening to Pat Gray Unleashed.
a college football discussion going again. It is already week 4 of college football. Can you believe that? It's the 4th week already.
It's been such a fun season already.
It's been great.
It's been an amazing season since we have the top 25. Georgia's not number 1
because they only won by a point.
Yeah, they only won
by a point.
And Missouri won. And
that's because they only won 27-21.
I know. And Tennessee goes in front of them. And Tennessee's been raking up the points. 70 points. Hold on. And the next time I hear a coach tell me, we can't run up the score.
Right.
Because I didn't think that mattered.
We're not going to run up the score.
I didn't think that mattered. Once we get to 50, we got to slow it down.
I mean, they say that all the time. It might as well be coming out of Kamala Harris's mouth. It's that big a lie.
It is.
You're a liar when you say it doesn't matter when you run up the score.
Stop us.
Don't give me this sportsmanship nonsense.
I know. I hate it so much.
It doesn't apply. Yeah, they are. I mean, the voters are affected.
Yes, they most definitely are because they don't see every game and they look at the score.
Yep.
So, in that realm of college football, did you see this week that the University of Tennessee, this is NIL Reality Net time, is adding a surcharge to football season tickets in 2025.
Okay.
The school told season ticket holders that ticket prices would go up by an average of 14.5%. There's now a 10% surcharge for a, quote, talent fee. This is the professional.
This is what's going to happen to us now as fans. We're going to have to pay for all this, despite the fact that we're told, the boosters are going to take care of the NIL. We got a collective that's going to take care of all of that.
But then they've realized, if we charge more, we can make that another separate account.
Well, they haven't even started we're going to give them 25% of the revenue from the college itself.
Correct. Yeah.
So when that starts, then watch the prices skyrocket.
The money from this Tennessee surcharge will go into a revenue sharing pool for players as early as next season.
And who oversees that revenue sharing pool? The university?
Nothing bad could happen with
Correct.
this money.
What could go wrong?
Correct.
Come on, Jeffy. Such a pessimist.
I mean, I'm happy to do it on behalf of the players.
Look over it? Okay.
Are you? That is really another generous offer from you, Jeff Fisher. People have the wrong impression of you from time to time.
Thank you.
I just want to...
But they don't.
I got some tweets here. Daveness tweets, are any of Keith's drawings being featured in the show? I would drive from New Orleans for that.
Oh, you know what?
I've saved them all in my office, too.
I got them upstairs in my office, and I hung them out here.
And didn't Glenn specifically say, hey, Keith, I'd love to see a lot of the work you've done for the show lately?
That's not exactly how it went down.
That's not exactly?
I did shoot a video here.
That's what Keith heard.
I found some empty wall space that I thought, nobody's using this. And apparently, they had plans for it, and so my drawings did not
Wow, that was rude of them to take the drawing down.
They didn't stay long. A bunch of Paris Olympic
I will say
stuff.
The guys that they had hanging up the paintings and making sure that the walls weren't scuffed up and everything, they were not in joking moods.
They did not know.
No.
Thank you for pointing this out.
They took their work very seriously.
I had a little Jeff Fisher fun, but they did not have fun with Jeff Fisher. I'll tell you that.
I know. I know. That happens more often than you think.
And because they didn't have fun, I had a little bit more fun.
It is truly spectacular how they've transformed this.
Yeah, it's incredible. Yeah,
into an art gallery.
It is. The video of them putting it all together will be great.
Yeah, except they didn't take it. But it would have been great. Jeffy had a great idea for doing a...
Sure did.
They should have had the whole thing.
A video
that had a GoPro sitting on the balcony.
Yes, maybe they did. I just didn't see it.
Sure.
I hope they did.
A security camera you're not aware of.
Pretty sure they did not. But
there are plenty of security cameras, so maybe they used that footage. But I would have preferred a little bit better camera than the grainy footage of seeing the ghost move across the floor.
Let's see, from Chad Nauseum, unless you're one of the 19 people in Vermont that actually voted for Kamala Harris, please stop lecturing me about democracy. Dirty Meal 94, Jeffy, those lobsters and steaks look dented. We should get them for a discount from his time as a grocer, a shelf stalker.
I will say the wrapping machines do cook food rather nicely.
Do they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yes, they do.
That's
so you don't necessarily
it's
have
good to know, though.
You don't necessarily have to take that food home. You just cook it there and eat it.
From Jeffy's broken calorie counter. Yes, late night show ratings are all down. When you call the country Nazis and white supremacists, now you're splitting the other half among each other.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Now, I wonder why Greg Gutfeld is doing so well on Fox. I wonder why that show is still doing well. I don't know.
It's incredible, though, how well Gutfeld is doing.
I mean, he's on the 5 and he does the Gutfeld show. I mean, cranking.
And he is beating many primetime shows.
Yes, he is.
He's like 4th overall. Not 4th in his time slot. He's like 1st in his time slot. But I was just looking for the... okay, here it is. So you got your boy, who's number 2, Holt. Lester Holt.
Oh, look at that.
Say his name with a little more reverence, but okay.
To David Muir, who's number 1. Okay, then Lester Holt.
Which his numbers are down by since the debate.
They better be.
They are.
Yeah.
They better be.
CBS's O'Donnell is 3rd. She's like 3 million behind.
Because she's terrible.
I honestly, if you ask me who's
CBS has been terrible. Not just Nora, I mean, the whole network.
But after that, it's Jesse Waters from Fox at 3.2 million. The 5 at Fox
with Gutfeld.
Yep. Then you got Hannity, and then you've got Gutfeld's show. It's incredible. Beating Maddow in primetime, beating Bear, beating Laura Ingraham, Anderson Cooper, beating all of them.
Nice.
Really impressive.
People like to laugh, you know?
Yeah. All right. 888-900-3393. More Pat Gray Unleashed coming up.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Welcome. Great to have you with us. 888-900-3393. Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Did you see the architect of New York City's coronavirus lockdowns? Just admitted to breaking all his rules that he set up for New Yorkers to attend drug-fueled sex parties.
He said he was misunderstood with that. He was misinterpreted.
Yeah, I love that.
Sounds like a Jeffy quote.
That does.
It goes through all of this stuff about his kinky parties during the pandemic when he told everybody else to stay home.
Was he supposed to shut those things down?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yes, but not to him.
New York had a long list. We went through the list. Remember of what you could do and what you couldn't do and how you were supposed to do it and what plastic suit you were supposed to wear at your sex parties. They had a whole thing.
So somebody from Crowder's Mug Club did an undercover thing with him. Like what's his face used to do all the time. Still does. And so here's what Dr. J. Varma said. I had to be kind of sneaky about it, the sex parties.
Yeah.
I was running the entire COVID response for the city. I did all of this deviant sexual stuff while I was on TV. And people are like, aren't you afraid? Aren't you embarrassed? And I was like, no, actually, I love being my authentic self.
Who doesn't?
Okay, so that comes to light now. And now it's not his fault. It's her fault for recording him.
Right.
Isn't that wonderful how you're not accountable for anything?
Nope. Well, he hasn't been
somebody
accountable
else
forever.
So then it was edited and taken out of context and blah, blah, blah. It's all the stuff that they go through when, in fact, he was caught red-handed and you're exposed to being the hypocrite scumbag you are. But it's not him. It's the girl's fault for recording him.
Yeah. I was taken out of context.
This is what they do. This is what the left does. I am not here.
Right.
That's for sure.
To the long list of COVID-era hypocrisy.
Yes.
Absolutely. I mean, Boris Johnson locked down Great Britain while he was doing parties over at his residence, and that really ultimately led to his downfall there.
Yeah.
You've got... This is what pisses me off, is Anthony Fauci admits, we just totally made up the masks, we totally made up the 6-foot social distancing. Why is this guy still free? The lies he told.
Well, I mean, why is he still we're supposed to still respect him? and his greatness. No,
just no repercussions for these people.
He also worked on global public health for the CDC.
Of course he did.
Oh, this New York guy?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
And here's what he said. It was fun. We all took ecstasy. And it was 8 to 10 of us in a room, and everybody had a blast. Because everybody was, like, so pent up because, like, everybody was stuck together and stuff like that.
And stuff like that. Scientific term.
And sometimes, he continued, and sometimes it isn't so much about, like, penetrative sexual stuff.
He's right.
Some of it is just something about like bodies being close to each other, just being naked with friends.
Why are you gay?
Okay, hold on a sec.
That's what it's all about for me too. It's just being naked with friends.
Right?
Who among us doesn't love it?
Naked with friends?
Naked with friends.
Facts are facts.
Facts are facts. During the pandemic, it's so great.
I mean, some people just like to cuddle. There's nothing wrong with that.
All right. There's nothing going on there. Man. So you need to stay at home and twiddle your thumbs and mind your own business and stay off the streets of New York. But I'm elite. I'm
correct.
important.
That's exactly right.
So I know that I can do whatever I want.
That's correct.
This is just another example of earlier in the show with Kamala Harris and guns. I mean, I can shoot intruders in my home, but we're going to have to check your situation out and make sure you're doing things right inside yours.
Well, you shouldn't even have a gun.
Right.
And in fact, if you do, I'm going to take it from you.
And correct me if I'm wrong. And I'm not saying this is good or bad, but ecstasy, is that legal?
No.
Okay.
In a word, no.
Okay. I was just wondering. I was just wondering.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? That's interesting, Ivan.
You're wondering.
Yes, I am.
Why are you wondering?
Because if it's legal, I don't have to hide it anymore.
Oh, man. Okay.
I mean, who doesn't want to do a little X every now and then? Get through the weekend.
Don't they also call it Molly or something? Is that the word for ecstasy?
Similar. It's similar.
Yeah. All right.
Drug. Yeah.
Also, you found an interesting quote about.
From Coach Tony Dungy.
He was responding to something that Kamala Harris said.
Correct, on X. Kamala had posted on X, and we should have the screenshot of it. One does not have to abandon their faith or deeply held beliefs to agree the government, and certainly Donald Trump, should not be telling a woman what to do with her body. And Tony Dungy decided to quote post that.
Oh, good.
On X.
Okay. And then what was his response to that? He agreed with it?
Dear VP Harris, I hear you make this statement all the time. Exactly what faith are you talking about when you say you don't have to abandon it to support abortion? Are you talking about the Christian faith that says all babies are made in the image of God? And then he lists the Bible verse, Genesis 1:26, that God places them in the womb, that we should not take any life unjustly. Are you talking about the faith or some nebulous general faith that says we're good enough and smart enough to make our own decisions? What faith are you talking about?
I love that. I love Tony Dungy.
I bet she responded, right?
Oh, yeah.
Totally got right out there.
She did.
Yeah, she responded, you know what, Tony, you're right.
That's it? Just you're right?
Yeah. Just you're right.
It was in the comment section. Nobody saw it.
I stand corrected.
Yeah, nobody saw it.
Wouldn't that be great?
Hey, Bible scholar Fisher, I would like to know, why did you skip the quote?
What do you mean?
So you said that God places them in the womb. What book is that?
Jeremiah 1:5.
He got it. He nailed it.
He got it.
Okay. He nailed it.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Where I believe that passage is, before I formed thee in the womb, I knew thee.
Do we have anything from
I don't want to bog people down with biblical quotes.
2 Corinthians?
Right now.
We got any 2 Corinthians?
We don't got no 2 Corinthians. No.
2 Corinthians go into a bar.
He's trying to corner me on Bible quotes. Okay.
Wow.
All right.
I am.
All right.
This scriptorian,
and that's what I wanted to make sure.
You dare not, Chris. You dare not challenge him.
Thank you.
I mean, there's not any other show where you're going to get the term scriptorian and butt hooks
in the same show. In fact, within the same hour.
In the same hour.
You're what? Pretty impressive.
That is. That is.
This ain't no downstream radio show.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is your team, Tina, unsure about what to do after high school? then we got some good news for you. There's a 6-week life and career skills course from Praxis that may be just what you want, what you need. For the past decade, Praxis has helped nearly 1,000 homeschoolers and recent high school graduates launch their careers without college through their mentorship program. And right now, they're bringing their expertise to teens with their new course, Discover. Discover is a 6-week self-paced course. It's designed to equip teens with essential life and career skills like building a professional network, making money by creating value, and developing a vision for the future. Plus, it includes a coaching call, too, a free resume review, and a copy of their book, Don't Do Stuff You Hate. And now, for a limited time, they're offering listeners of our show 50% off the course. Just use the promo code UNLEASHED at checkout, and you'll get $374.50 off the price. Visit discoverpraxis.com/blaze. Discoverpraxis, Praxis. Discoverpraxis.com/blaze today to learn more about it.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
This clip says it's a new official Trump ad. Is it really an official Trump ad?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, because yesterday we played a Trump ad that probably wasn't a Trump ad, but somebody put it together.
From the war room, right? So it's kinda Trump adjacent.
Yeah,
Trump adjacent. There you go.
But here's
I like this ad.
here's the new Trump ad.
Another day under Bidenomics. Morning coffee costs 65% more.
Yep.
Gas for getting to work costs doubled. Workers' incomes down 3 straight years. Groceries cost you 20% more. And mortgage payments astronomical.
Yeah.
Bidenomics is working, and we are very proud of Bidenomics.
Bidenomics
Pleasant dreams.
That's incredible.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Wow.
I mean, hello.
Perfect. 30
Says
seconds
exactly what we're all feeling.
Facts.
And no. Yes.
And then at the end, here's the remedy.
Exactly what needs to happen.
Yes.
Hammer her on the fact that she's already failed. We don't have to wonder if she'll fail when she's in office. She's in office.
Yes.
This is her failure.
Hold on. You just said she failed. She just said Bidenomics is working.
Yeah, it's working
did
all
say
right.
that.
Which
Yeah.
is a fact, actually.
Yes, it is.
It's working to destroy the
Yes.
country, which
Yes.
is their ultimate goal. But, yeah, they don't like to say that part out loud.
No, they do not. But
Because-
I mean, we've asked the question for how
Yeah.
long now? What would
If you were
do
trying
different?
to destroy the country, what would you do differently? Well, you wouldn't have to do a darn thing differently.
Nope.
They're doing a fine job of it right now. Who needs Russia and China when you've got the Biden-Harris administration? All right. So we have this. We have a bunch of miscellaneous items that we haven't gotten to yet. Like the Democrat who called C-SPAN.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Is
you
this
want
some fun?
Yeah, because the violent rhetoric exclusively coming from the right, as you know.
Yeah, well,
Oh, yeah.
Trump is responsible for his own
You know,
assassination
those-
attempts.
Those damn MAGAs.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that the latest
Yeah.
development on this?
Yes. Yes.
Thought you knew that.
He's virtually asking people to take pot shots at him. That's how bad
Okay.
it is.
All right.
But here's this Democrat.
I'm a very patriotic American. I did 20 years in the military, 2 tours in Vietnam, wounded in 1966, went back in 68. And I look at myself and think about, as a military man, we're supposed to close, kill, capture, destroy the enemy by all means available. And to see we let this man Trump destroy America, and I look at it and say, well, these two people had to step up and take that shot. I'm 83, nothing to lose.
I'm sorry, Willie. You're not advocating violence, are you?
Yes, he is.
Not violence. I'm talking about defending my country.
All right.
It's not
Through
violence.
No, it's not violence. I'm talking about defending the country through violence. Okay, and killing somebody I disagree with. So that's not violent, is it?
To refresh the quote was, these two people got to step up and take that shot.
Holy cow. Yeah, don't worry about that, though. The Trump rhetoric. Did you hear what he said the other day? Oh, my gosh.
I wasn't sure if the screen read Louisiana or MAGA extremist on the phone. I couldn't.
You got conservatives calling the Democrat line on C-SPAN now. That's crazy.
Wow. Wow. But pay no attention to that. Don't even look over there. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
What else we got here?
J.D. Vance.
We already played that.
Yeah, we did play that one. We've got Maggie.
Oh, okay. So Liz Cheney was replaced by Maggie Hageman. Is that how you pronounce it? The Wyoming congresswoman. And she's awesome. She's awesome. And she was headed to work the other day, and some Code Pink, Hamas holes decided to accost her.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Say self-defense what Israel did with the pagers and how the
You got to comment on what Israel did with the pagers.
An 8-year-old and 11-year-old.
She asked if we have our pagers on you. Why do you want them to explode? Is that what you're insinuating?
Way to figure that out.
They killed an 8-year-old and 11-year-old yesterday.
I don't think
she killed him.
Murder and death is a laughing matter, man.
Yeah.
She wasn't laughing when she asked.
You got it. Good job, guys.
Joking.
Powerful.
My device is exploding and injuring or killing me.
Huh.
I can tell you.
Wow.
That's a good one. So basically, when she walked by, she goes, "Do you have your pagers on you?" And then they took offense and decided to narrate the rest of the 30 seconds for us. Good stuff. Anyway.
Great stuff.
I like to see them getting called out. I mean, that was Nancy Mace's deal, right? When she put on the record. Because remember, she was on CNN and they got so angry because of how she was pronouncing Kamala. And then the guy that was calling her out was busy hitting on her after.
So he was calling her a racist and a bigot for mispronouncing Kamala Harris's name.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
She calls him out yesterday on the record. Nancy Mace.
Nancy Mace? And in Congress.
I was told we had it.
Okay. She's in.
The Nancy Mace video.
I was told we had it, so
We
maybe perhaps I was told wrong.
So it's a clip where she's sitting in Congress holding up a piece of paper.
Yeah.
And it looks like she's in a committee room.
Okay.
And there's a camera there.
And you're saying that somebody recorded this.
Holding it up.
On the record.
And then she's like, look at this. This is going on the record. And it looks a little something
like this.
Am I going to have to do an artist drawing?
Yes.
Because I don't look like Nancy Mace. All right. So I don't know how this is going to work out.
Anyway, it was really good. Go ahead.
Anyway.
I would like to also enter into the record a screenshot of a text message I received from the esteemed professor from Vanderbilt, Michael Eric Dyson, after my CNN interview, begged me for photos. In this text, he says, after calling me racist on CNN, shh, don't tell anybody, we look good together, and sent me a kissy emoji. And the guy says I'm gorgeous in all these photos. I don't think he's that bent out of shape on how anyone pronounces Kamala. And if we're going to have that standard, you got to hold it to both sides, not just one or the other.
Nice.
Whoops.
Nice.
I mean, you got to take a shot.
And he sent her a bunch of pictures. It was like at least like 8 pictures of them standing together.
We look good together.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Clearly hitting on her.
Clearly.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
No, just being friendly.
No, yeah. He's
being friendly. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Being
All
friendly.
right.
They were on the same panel.
That is something else. What a way. Nicely done. Shaming him. Of course, they've got no shame, so.
Correct.
Yeah.
And that's what he'll say is, I was just reaching out, being nice, telling her we look good together.
Yeah.
What do you want from me?
Right. That's right.
Facts are facts.
Right.
We also got this Trump supporter
Yes, you're gonna
educating
love this.
CNN.
You're going to love this.
Mhm.
Guy at the beach. Yeah, let's see this. Clip 13 goes a little
What's
something.
your most important issue?
Like this.
The economy, getting the interest rates down, getting it where we can afford to live in America. Right now, it's too expensive.
Okay, now let me maybe ask like a slightly impolite question. But, if you can afford a boat, you're not hurting so bad, right? Because a boat costs a lot of money and it's a lot of upkeep.
Listen, nobody gave me I earned everything that I've got. I'm retired military, retired power plant, and I am successful and retired and with boats, jet skis, because I did it right. And everybody has that chance. Whether they choose or not, that's up to them.
I would never try to take anything away from you in that way. But what I'm asking is, groceries are probably a smaller part of your budget than, say, someone who's like a little worse off. I think it's interesting that people who are a little bit more comfortable are still so concerned about the economy. Did you see what I'm saying?
Because I want my money to go further. I want inflation to go down. I want interest rates to go back down. I want all that.
That helps everyone.
That covers everybody in the
Thank
economy.
you.
Mm-hmm.
Not just me, not just the poor, not just the rich. It covers everybody.
Now, something I've heard from some people, tell me if this applies to you,
Who
is
is
like
this?
they're worried their kids aren't able to afford a house or a car.
Well, I trained my kids and taught my kids properly. They have great educations, and they're both successful in their careers. Actually, they're doing better than me.
Wow.
No, I'm not even going to give you that.
So you can't mention the economy if you're successful?
Yeah.
Guess not.
Or you own a boat. If you own a boat,
if you own a boat,
you cannot speak
You own
at
a
all.
boat, keep your mouth shut, all right?
We're going to go out
I
on
wanna
the
hear
beach
from
and
you.
talk to these boat owners.
Weird.
Really
By the way, her
weird.
name is Karen. Jeffy, Karen.
It does.
From CNN.
It goes to show you, though, what they think of anybody who has acquired any wealth in this country. You're evil, and you've got no place to be complaining
by the
about
way,
anything.
A guy with a boat and a couple of jet skis. Now, I do not have a boat or a couple of jet skis, but I see a person with a boat and a couple of jet skis. I don't think, boy,
Wow,
that
you're
guy is
rich.
rich.
Yeah.
Especially in Florida? No.
Correct.
If you've got a super yacht out there,
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
you have a
Yes.
$250 million yacht, then
Or more.
you might be wealthy. But you could still complain about the economy for the rest of us.
Yes.
Bizarre.
Yeah, I mean, if you're on the yacht and your due people come back saying, "Boy, the food that I just bought for you is pretty expensive.
Yeah,
we need to up the limit on the credit card."
Right?
You care?
Jeez.
You care a little.
Agonizing.
Hey, Joe Biden's still president. I mean,
wait, what? When did that happen?
It's kind of on a technicality type deal.
Why haven't we heard about this?
Okay, so I don't know that he knows this, but he's still giving speeches, and they're introducing him as such. So I think
Get out of here.
I think it's still a thing.
All right.
So anyway, we talked about yesterday how Fed Chairman Jerome Powell was talking about how the unemployment is because so many illegals are getting jobs, and that's I'm distracted by what Jeffy sees on the wall right now. We have an
That's
issue.
the bug that Chris couldn't get.
Couldn't get during the break. We got a big old bug. I don't like him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
You
do.
seeing that guy?
Wow.
Joe, get your camera on this.
I'm seeing him from across the room, so yeah.
Oh, he made it. He made it up there.
It's a little
Nice.
menacing.
Yeah, what is that? Is
It's
that
a beetle.
a beetle or
It's a
something?
beetle.
Beetle.
Yeah.
Beetle.
You got it, buddy.
Is it
There we
Paul
go.
or is it
It's Paul.
Ringo? Those
Name
are the
it
only
Paul.
surviving Beatles.
Can we name it Paul?
Paul.
Let's
It
name
is
it
Paul.
Come here, baby. Oh my gosh. Come here, baby. Oh, sweet Lord, that thing is big.
That is a big beetle.
That's what you said.
Yeah.
Okay, so while Jeffy does that, let's play this clip because Joe Biden, again, we think he's still the president, wants you to believe that he hasn't even had a conversation with the Fed chairman.
By the way, I've never once spoken to the chairman of the Fed
Okay.
since I became president.
Well, then that's a problem in of itself, but there you are talking with the Fed chairman, Jerome Powell.
I've never once spoken with
He probably doesn't remember
Chairman Fed.
any conversation.
Not once have I ever spoken with the Chairman Fed.
Chairman Fed?
I don't even know Chairman Fed. I don't even... Who names their kid Fed?
Right.
Who does that?
Okay.
Why? Why would you do that? And by the way...
Look,
if
she knew so long as she was 9. After I signed the PAC Act.
What's this?
And by the way, the Fed chair was the chair Fed.
Chair Fed.
And I've never once spoken to the Fed chair or a sofa. I haven't spoken to a recliner.
What about a Davenport?
No, none of those things have I spoken to.
I mean, we're lucky he didn't actually say Chair Fedman or something.
I know.
While he was
I
mumbling.
mean, why are they?
Oh,
I guess
man.
they have to let him out from time to time because he, as Keith pointed out, he's still president.
Yeah. Well, that's the rumor. I don't know that there's any truth to it.
Have we verified that?
Jeez.
Can we get a fact check on that?
And he's only there because that was part of the agreement for him to step aside during the campaign.
I bet he doesn't even go into the Oval anymore. I don't think they allow him in there anymore.
Boxed up, like you said.
I mean, they do want him out. They want him out as badly as we do, but But
Wait, where's Jill again? What has she been doing?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know, but I guess school's up and running again, so she's teaching, right?
Are you serious about that?
That's what she does.
Is that?
Shut up!
That's what she does.
Serious?
He thinks he's being serious right now.
I am.
Oh, God!
Yes, every morning she's getting up with her coffee.
Yes, I believe that.
Kids. Got it.
Or, I mean, she is a doctor. Is she at the hospital full time now?
At the hospital full time.
She's at the hospital full time.
For the kids.
Yeah, Pat figured it out. Pat figured it out.
Yeah, that's where she is. They don't have cameras in the hospital.
They don't.
No.
She's saving lives. That's serious work.
Every day.
Okay. Have a great weekend. We will be back for overtime and then again on Monday. We'll see you then.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.